I mean, it's not a surprise that the Dodgers won the game day. I can kind of explain why it's not a surprise. I mean, you can't go days without having a baseball game on TV. And so tomorrow's games, obviously, are the Yankees against the Royals and then the Tigers against the Guardians. So, of course, those are the games that are filling up the TV slots for Thursday. But Friday, not have a game on Friday right before the weekend? There's just no way Major League Baseball wasn't going to have a game televised on Friday. No chance. People not being able to watch the games during the weekdays because they work, and now you have Friday. You don't have work the next night. You can put the game on prime time, the nighttime, the evening cap. You're off work, off the happy hour. There's just no chance baseball wasn't going to have a game 5 on a Friday night. So when the Mets defeated the Phillies, that game 5 went out of the equation because uh, the two TBDs for Friday were the Padres Dodgers and the Phillies and the Mets. So if there wasn't going to be a game 5 at Philadelphia, there was going to be a game 5 over at LA. And the Padres purposely lost the game because the Padres are purposely going along with what Major League Baseball wants to do, which is, hey, we want a game on Friday. You're not supposed to win. So San Diego took a dive. And San Diego took a dive in order for game 5 to be possible. And now it is possible. We do have a game 5. We do have one game to watch on Friday. This is how these things work. It's the same exact template as the NBA. You're not going to go a day or two without a game. The Major League Baseball playoffs functions in the same way that the NBA playoffs functions. Now, hold on a second. I'm about to open this bottle, but this is fuzzly wine. So the wine shoots up when you open the cap. So watch. I want to open it slowly so wine is not shooting out on my jersey. Lambrusco, made with organic grapes, of course. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Okay, perfect. It didn't shoot up, but this is my first organic Lambrusco. I'm excited. This might be my second organic Lambrusco. Organic Lambrusco. It's not my favorite wine. I like a little harder wine, but Lambrusco, organic Lambrusco, it's a nice, sweet, bubbly wine. You see there? Lambrusco, Lambrusco, Lambrusco. This is only 11%, so it's not very strong. But anyway, a glass of Lambo, and here we go. Now, when I think about the scoreline 8-0, it's like if the Dodgers win the game 8-0, why would you bet on the Padres? Like, I think this is a trap. This is a trap by design to get people to bet on the Dodgers for game 5. There's no other way around it. With organized gambling, baseball has it set up to where they're going to encourage people to bet on a particular side depending on what happens in the prior game. So maybe if the Yankees only win by 1 run in both of their victories, maybe if you're a Yankee hater, you're going to bet on Kansas City, knowing that Kansas City in both of their losses to the Yankees lost by 1 run. So in other words, that means the Yankees didn't cover the run line, which is the run line is the spread in baseball. So the Yankees didn't cover the run line in both of their victories. But that could and will change in game 4. I think the players are going to take advantage of the days off. So I do have the Tigers beating the Guardians. Even if the Tigers end their series, I like the Yankees to end their series too. Because again, I just like the gematria of Cole having gematria 17, and the Yankees can end the series for Boone's 17th win as a manager by winning at Kansas City. So the Padres purposely lost because every single person on planet Earth is going to bet on the Dodgers to win Game 5 based on this 8-0 scoreline. Shohei the Gambler is going to obviously bet on himself against himself. He knows the script, so he's going to bet on the Padres. He's going to play like he's betting on the Padres, and everybody's going to joke about it after Game 5. That's what's going to happen. Ohtani will play like he has bets on the other side, and people are supposed to joke about it. Las Vegas has an influence in these outcomes. Whether it be the cabal itself, whether it be the corporations, BetMGM or whoever owns FanDuel, the corporations that run these betting websites. You know, they're publicly traded companies, BetMGM and whoever owns FanDuel. These corporations have a stake in Game 5 being tilted in their favor. So people are going to assume the Padres are finished because the Dodgers have it figured out with the bullpen game, blah, 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 blah. But the Padres are actually going to try in Game 5. They're just not going to tank Game 4 like they did today. I don't think YSL Duke understands. Dodgers scored 1-2-2. 1 run in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. Because the Dodgers, like I've correctly predicted before, are supposed to win the 122nd World Series. So the 122nd World Series is going to be played in 2026. At that moment in time, in 2026, is when Ohtani, number 17, is the next Japanese MVP of the World Series, 17 years after Hideki Matsui, Godzilla, won MVP for the New York Yankees in 2009. So it's over. The Dodgers going to lose. It's irrelevant if they advance to the next round. It's irrelevant if they advance to the World Series. The Dodgers are not winning the World Series. I still like the Padres to win the series over the Dodgers, but the Dodgers are not winning the World Series based on what I have just said. 30, 60 seconds ago, of course, as it pertains to Shohei's number and the 1-2-2 sequence of runs for the Dodgers to jump to a quick 5-0 lead after Game 4. I will do the breakdown as soon as I'm done enjoying this glass. But basically, the Yankees have won the series. They're going to win the game tomorrow. Will Great Jorginho hit a home run? Let's get into it. Hopefully they'll beat the Steelers. Hopefully. Don't count my hat. But do I think the Steelers are frauds? Yes. If Davante Adams is playing, he'll probably score a touchdown. Oh, my heart is with the Raiders. I'm back. So if Davante Adams is back on the field, that's going to spark the team. Davante's back and the quarterback's back. So, yeah, I think I'm going to pick Raiders now because it seems like this is a rally call for Davante Adams to step back onto the field. So, yeah, I like the Raiders to beat the Steelers. I don't know if it's specifically because it's the Steelers. As a Raider fan, you should hate the Steelers more than any team out there because that's the ultimate rivalry. It's Raiders-Steelers from the 1970s and what have you. And so Davante is getting himself back for that. And his heart wasn't meant for trading. His heart was not. His heart was out of it. He knew he couldn't be traded to reunite with Derek Carr because Derek Carr got hurt. So his heart was abandoned reuniting with Derek Carr. So tomorrow's big games is the Yankees and the Royals and the Seahawks against the 49ers. Again, I like the Padres. I'll be here for that game. And, it can go either way. Is baseball planning on the Yankees Dodgers in the future? Yes. That's number one. Number two, what happened this year is the other question. Yes, Yankees Dodgers is happening in the future. Question number one. Number two, is it happening this year? I happen to think not. I happen to think it's going to happen next year. But I do like San Diego, and there's a narrative for a Padres Mets rematch because the Mets lost to the Padres and they won 100 games a couple of years ago. But I think this is a mafia trap. I mean, when I think of this score line, it's like the Padres purposely played bad so people could bet on the Dodgers in Game 5. I'm convinced that's what happened. And there's been quite a bit of college upsets this year, like Alabama against Vanderbilt and your USC against Minnesota. What was the other upset? So, people got slaughtered by Las Vegas. I mean, the Kentucky-Georgia game, Georgia didn't cover the spread. So, I think Las Vegas slaughtered the public last Saturday. So I think they'll probably, I mean, people are really interested in the baseball playoffs with the pitching clock, make games going by very quickly. The expanded format has made things interesting where the division winners, most of them have lost on the National League side. So there's a high stake in betting on baseball. It's really interested people watching Otani, watching great Judginho make history over 50 home runs in the non-steroid era. So more people are paying attention to baseball, and so there's high stakes for Las Vegas on Friday. And if the Dodgers win 8-0, then the bottom line is most people are going to bet on the Dodgers. So this is a conspiracy theory. It hasn't been proven to be true, but this is my theory entering Game 5. But regardless of who wins between the Dodgers and the Padres, the Yankees are winning the World Series. Have you seen the bullpen from the Yankees? The pitching has carried the Yankees. The bullpen stepped it up in Game 1. It stepped up in Game 3. Clay Holmes has been spectacular. Tommy Kahnle has been spectacular for the Yankees bullpen. Weaver settled down. The two base runners, Weaver settled down. It's been a great job from the Yankee bullpen. Only question mark is Carlos Rodon, but then Clark Schmidt, he couldn't hold it to 2-1. You just want to hold it to 2-1 when you give up the run. You live to another play, you live to another down, you live to another pitch. Forget about it and just attack. But Juan Soto could have made the catch, but he didn't. But the game was scripted, ended 3-2, Kansas City 32. There's interesting. Well, great Judginho hit a home run tomorrow, and I fully expect Garrett Cole to get the victory tomorrow. I wonder what Garrett Cole's playoff stats are. I didn't even look at his playoff stats. But again, do you save Garrett Cole for potential game 5? No, you want Garrett Cole to get that one start on the road away with. You want Garrett Cole to get used to pitching on the road in the postseason. Sure, he's done his whole career, but I'm talking about the recency of going out and pitching on the road, 3-4 days ago versus 2 years ago because they missed the playoffs last year. His New York Yankees his pitching record is 4-2. His Yankees win-loss record in the postseason. I wonder what 5-2 is about. I think Garrett Cole's going to dominate tomorrow. He's going to go to 6, 7 innings because Aaron Boone needs Garrett Cole to go 6, 7 innings. I think I saw something with Aaron Judge's career playoff postseason stats. Can he still get the 27 RBIs against the Royals? Quick video, quickly. Timeout, timeout, timeout. Aaron Judge's start to the postseason is completely scripted, and I'm going to explain to you why in a second in a short 1-2 minute recording. I'm not buying the bullshit. Oh, he's a joker. He's terrible. Get rid of this guy. Oh, waste of money. Oh, get rid of Judge. Because, Yankee fan reactions are fun. I don't think the stats on ESPN are interested, so I'll have to go to MLB.com, Aaron Boone. I wonder if they update on the spot right after the game. Oh, I can still pull up the box score for today. I'll show you that it hasn't been updated yet. He's 1 for 11. New York is 111. That's what I'm going to say. And I'll pull up the playoff stats. Is Great Jorginho going to hit a home run? I was kind of hoping he would hit a home run on Thursday instead of today, and I'm kind of glad he did hit a home run today. But I think Great Jorginho is going to end the series. Great Jorginho is going to end the series for the Yankees. Well, you know what? I think a Subway Series can happen in 2027. The Mets are supposed to win again 41. At the least, the Mets should win the National League in 2027, but I think the Mets are going to win the World Series in 2027. Because, again, Cohen's Camacho 27, Queens is 27. Also, the Mets is Camacho 27. Mets is 12 in Camacho. Mets make the World Series 12 years later. After 2015. Also, Royals, their opponent that they lost to is Camacho 27. So, yeah, hopefully Yankees don't lose against the Mets, but baseball will probably script it for 2027. Mets win the World Series 41 years later. I already did the video today, so you should be able to see the video on the Mets. Richest owner in baseball, they're going to rig it for some elitist hedge fund guy. So, Mets there's no salary cap, so they're going to still spend money, make it rain with cash because there's no salary cap. Mets going to keep on spending until they win. But they're not going to buy Juan Soto. They're going to find another superstar who wants to shine in the bright lights and win the World Series. And yeah. Great Jorginho, how many RBIs in the postseason? He's got 25, I think. Great Jorginho has 13 home runs and 25 RBIs. And again, if he has 25 RBIs, can he get his 27th RBI against the Royals? Because Royals is Camacho 27. Could he knock in 2 runs tomorrow? Hypothetically speaking, Saturday, if they lose and he does nothing tomorrow. So, Great Jorginho on Saturday. Why can't he hit 2 RBIs tomorrow? End the fucking series. Aaron Boone has 16 playoff wins. Cole's Camacho 17 and 35. It's Boone's 35th playoff game. The Yankees are going to end the Royals season tomorrow. So how many home losses for Kansas City is my next question. Of course, that may seem like that may end the analysis, but how do you look at it from the side of the Royals' home record? It'd be their 38th home loss. Royals is 90. They could win their 90th game, but it's Garrett Cole on the mound. Wacha was terrible game one. Same matchup as game one. Michael Wacha against Garrett Cole. Wacha's command was terrible. Why can't a 66 career loss overall happen against the Empire? Empire's Camacho 66. Fought a 4-4 in the playoffs like champions is Camacho 44. His postseason ERA is 5.36. Wacha, trust a guy with the ERA of 5.36 in the playoffs? Just even without Camacho, Yankees should win this game tomorrow. He just doesn't pitch well in the playoffs. Why I was hoping for Thursday for Jorginho Yankees. It's been 15 years since they won the World Series, and great Jorginho can hit a home run 15 days before Game 1 of the World Series. That's what I like about great Jorginho hitting a home run tomorrow. But for great Jorginho, it's a home run. He orgasms if he does. Oh my God. Jorginho 4 games and 1 home run in the playoffs, like the 41st World Series appearance, is perfect. Any starting pitchers announced for the Dodgers against the Padres for Friday? Yu Darvish, the phenom, the idol. Yu Darvish is the Shohei Ohtani has idolized Yu Darvish. The Darvish is going to deliver. The Japanese pitcher getting the win, Game 5, Yu Darvish. He's going to strike out Ohtani again. Darvish is going to send the Padres through to the next round of playoffs. He's 5-6 in the playoffs. Could he fall to 5-7 like the championship number, or 6-6 like Empire? You know, the Padres have to travel to New York, the Empire State. I do like the 4-1 record with the Padres if he does win, because again, the Mets took the lead 4-1. All pointing to the Yankees' 41st World Series appearance. Even when the Mets took the 4-1 lead, it won 4-1. Yankees' 41st appearance in the World Series. I don't know where they keep track of betting trends for baseball, but people who are rooting for the Padres are probably going to skip out on betting on the Padres on Friday. I'm going to take a chance on the Padres because I think they're giving us a knuckle change. I think they're giving us a Yupus. I think they're giving us a curveball. I'm going to look for that curveball. I'm going to look for that Yupus. I'm going to look for that knuckle change. I think they're going to give us a really nasty pitch on Friday. Yeah, again, I do like my Dodgers Yankees, but I just happen to believe it's going to happen next year when Ohtani's pitching. When he's able to pitch, of course. No starter yet for the Dodgers, but we'll wait what the plan is. If he wants to wear out his bullpen again or not, I don't know. Seems like Dodgers have played some long relievers today. We'll see if the Dodgers bullpen is beat up. But you really going to play a bullpen game for 2 straight games? Even the pundits, even they say you can't play the bullpen game every game. Probably Yamamoto is going to start the game 5. I want to say it's going to be Yamamoto. Dodgers really have no ace pitchers. And, because the Dodgers, it's a 5-game series, they're not getting embarrassed like they did the last 2 years. Dave Roberts' job is safe. He'll be back next year regardless of what happens on Friday. There still is time for the LA Asterix to choke. Once again, you're just not a true Dodger without choking at the biggest stage. That's what it means for Shohei Ohtani. He's just not a Dodger until he gets the full initiation, the full experience of being an LA Dodger. You got to go through some losing in the playoffs to be fully welcomed into the culture of the LA Dodgers. You can't just sit here and say the Dodgers going to automatically win when you look at the failing history of the Dodgers. It's a very big one. I think they lost their first 6 or 7 World Series before they finally did. They finally beat the Yankees while they were the Brooklyn Bums. Them Bombs, Brooklyn Bums. How many games has the great Jorginho have played in the playoffs? Japan has a huge influence on the Major League Baseball. Let me just get that video done quickly. Does anyone really think Michael Wacha can beat Garrett Cole? Be honest. It is judged that's Camacho 20 the Yankees instead of going up 2-0 in the series. Hypothetically, it could be 2-0 on the road in the playoffs. NBA is 100% scripted, brother. NBA has been rigged for decades. It's been rigged for big market teams make the finals under David Stern. It's been rigged to market your league around one superstar. In the 80s, those 2 superstars, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, and your 2 big market teams in the West and the East Coast, the Lakers and the Celtics. I'm real science. This is real science over here. Gematria is the real deal. Both gematria and numerology and astrology. Because you have to go against the goy no matter what. If everyone thinks the Dodgers are going to be a super team and win the World Series the first year of Ohtani's year in LA, because it's rigged for ratings, it's rigged for storylines, it's rigged for narratives. NBA is rigged entertainment. It's always been that way. NBA likes California because there are lots of people in California, and the Asians like the basketball. That's why when the Lakers are not good, they decide the Warriors are going to be good. This area is a big market too. NBA's been rigged like that. I appreciate the input, everyone, but I've been sidetracked a little bit. I need to do the video on the great Jorginho start to the postseason. And no, I'm not concerned whatsoever. I watched the game, and great Jorginho actually had 2 hard hit balls. Balls can be juiced during the playoffs. That's why we see some rocket shots. Juiced balls are used during the playoffs. This is why you see moon shots deep, 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 deep into the stands. The great Jorginho start to the playoffs. He was 1 for 7 in his first 2 games, 0 for 4 today. The great Jorginho is 1 for 11 to begin the playoffs. It's New York. That's gematria of 111. 1 hit and 11 at bats. Judge sucks. He's a joker. He'll never be good. Judge, joker. Judge frozen. Judge is sucking this playoff. Judge, joker. No. His start to the playoffs is scripted. Even the balls he hit today, liner straight to the shortstop, a ball that was almost out of the park. Great Jorginho was hitting the ball well, but he was 1 for 11 to begin the playoffs because his start to the playoffs is completely rigged and scripted by gematria. Because Judge is supposed to choke. He's never going to do it in the playoffs. How are the Yankees going to win? That is the narrative they're trying to sell to you. But because the Yankees are up 2-1 and they don't need Aaron Judge to be at his best, the Yankees are starting to play team ball. And when the Yankees start playing team ball, it means they be waiting for great Jorginho to heat up. And the Yankees are saying, we will win with somebody else on any different night. Alex Verdugo in game 1. In game 3, it was Giancarlo Stanton with a Stantonian rocket to left field. It is a different guy, a different person at any given night, and the Yankees have become a team this October. And will the great Jorginho hit a home run against the Royals? Yes. Because I don't think the 59th home run is going to happen after facing the Kansas City Royals. I like it to happen right on the Kansas City Royals. And Garrett Cole is not losing game 4 with Judge. It's not Yankees go up 2-0 in the series, win 2 home games. No, it's the Yankees go 2-0 on the road to begin the postseason. The Yankees with a better road record versus their record at home. Alrighty, what's 52? 52nd road win of the year. Michael Watchers come on to 51. The Yankees have 51 road wins in total for the year. 52nd road win in Jorginho's his rookie year. He hit 52 home runs. If that's the one thing I like about Judge as far as 52 goes. What did Aaron Boone's divisional record is? I should look into that as well because he's managed in quite a bit of divisional series. I don't see the individual series. Okay. Maybe something on Baseball Reference for them. Maybe. think the clown did a good job with the bullpen. He ignored the fans wanting Giancarlo to ride the bench. Aaron Boone's done pretty good so far. I can't believe I'm saying it. He's actually managing the game. What the hell is this world gone to? Yeah, 0-0, yeah, it's a bunch of crap. And Aston Villa, this club sucks. Oh, they took one for the team for the entire Premier League. They kept Ten Hag from being sacked. Oh, Aston Villa, you fucking clever ass fucking bastards. You drew the game so they wouldn't sack Ten Hag, 10 Bob. They knew what they were doing. I don't listen to the mainstream media garbage propaganda about Great Jorginho being a choker, because he's a choker. I lost my mouse. I proved it's propaganda. What do you mean by sacrificial lamb? I don't know what you mean by Josh Chisholm being a sacrificial lamb. No, Robert Saleh wasn't fired because, he had a Lebanon fly. Oh, my God. So let's upload that quickly. Rigged. Jorginho was close to hitting a home run today. I know he's going to do it tomorrow. Rigged. He's going through a shaming ritual with the brutally brutal New York fans, and Jorginho 1 for 11. Yankees are up, leading 2-1. The Royals are trash. Simply, if Jorginho can hit 1 for 11, and the Royals can't do piddly poo in Linston, and they're down 2-1 in the series. Aaron Judge is a baller. Simply, Judge has got a homer to end this divisional series. This is what he's gonna do. So don't freak out about Great Jorginho because it's all part of a narrative again. That, oh, he can't win. He's a joker. This and that. He's a joker. Oh my God. You have to ignore the noise. You have to ignore the noise. Bottom line, you have to completely ignore it. Whatever you're hearing is actually not happening. You have to ignore it. Hopefully he gets 2 home runs. Can he get 2 home runs? I don't know. I don't know. Judging you're gonna hit a home run. Geno Smith's gonna win on his birthday. If you don't want to get too knocked up, glass of Lambo's the way to go. Lambrusco. I call it Lambo. It's short for Lambrusco. Yeah, I think it's been 11 days since I had a drink. Yeah. My off day, yep. My rest day from my hard regiment, yep. Drink, baby, drink. Yankees are up 2-1. Celebrate these little things and celebrate the whole ride to the championship. The great Jorginho is the greatest player who has ever set foot. You got to do something in the playoffs. You got to contribute to the end of the series. The great Jorginho has to contribute to the end of the series. It'd be great if he can go 1 for 20, we can win the series. But I want Jorginho to contribute something to the series. It means complimenting the pitching of Gary Cole. That would be pretty dope. Yes, it would. It would be. Friday's a trap game because it has Mafia written over. Get people to bet on the Dodgers. Make people hate Otani, make him do this and that. Oh, you got a joke next year. Oh, you bet on the Padres to win. Well, what could go wrong could go wrong for the Dodgers. It is the LA Astros, by the way. Anyway, let's talk about Game 5 on Friday. Then I will make a note in the video to go to the last 20 seconds of the video. Season should end right at 67 losses. Who's the guy that the Dodgers hate the most? That's the guy that should hit the home run. Who is it? How many home runs has Fernando Tatis hit this year? 21 home runs. He hit 42 home runs in 2021. He used steroids, didn't he? He used steroids? Yeah, maybe he does hit a home run. I gotta set up the Gamatronator. Game 5 between the Dodgers and the Padres. The Padres are winning game 5. The Padres are going to deliver their 98th win against the champions of the division. No National League division winner has made it to the divisional series. For the Padres, they're going to lose the 67th game of the season to be eliminated the first year with Shohei Ohtani. The Dodgers end the year with 31 home losses. Ohtani's Gamache 31 for their 67th loss overall. They're taking everybody for a free ride. Baseball told the Padres, don't even try. We want a game 5. We want a game on television on Friday. The Padres took a dive. Baseball told the Padres to take a dive because BetMGM and everybody else wants everyone to bet on the Dodgers on Friday. The team that is scripted to lose. It's all a fugazi. It's all a scam. The Padres are going down. Welcome to the losing history of the LA Dodgers. A one and done in the playoffs. And now all Ohtani needs to do is lose a World Series to the Yankees. It'll probably happen next year instead of this year. And again, it's a losing history of the Dodgers. I know the history of the Brooklyn Dodgers. They lost the World Series every year until when they're just about to move out. I know Bernie Sanders hates the Dodgers. He used to be a Dodger fan. The Dodgers moved to LA. Bernie Sanders, he grew up a Brooklyn Dodgers fan. Game 5 prediction. I too many people betting on Yankees and Dodgers over Yankees and Yankees over Dodgers. They gotta go for a kill. And basically, nobody's betting on Yankees Padres. Or Yankees Mets. Baseball wants us in the next round. And the World Series. It's probably going to end for Jorginho with a World Series MVP. Jorginho starts slow and Jorginho heats up, and he's the greatest player of all times during the rest of this postseason. A player of this magnitude that should be going 1 for 11. I know it's part of the script, so I know he's going to do great because I watched the game. He had 2 great hits off the bat. The situation where it could have been 3-0 Yankees. Yeah, Judge could have done better there on that at bat, but he's had mostly good at bats. And he walked. Jorginho, he walked in game 1. Jorginho's gotten on base a few times. I'm not worried about Jorginho. Torres was great at home. I need Gleyber Torres to get on base. I need Gleyber Day. Today was not Gleyber Day. Hopefully, Gleyber Day on Thursday. I should chug a bottle for you guys if the Dodgers lose on Friday night. Put on a show, baby. I'm chugging that shit down on Friday. After the final out, I go live. I be chugging. I be going cray cray. Your T-Boy, your T-Tiger here, all wrapped up with the pod, just losing. I don't give a damn if these guys lose. That's all I have to say. I think it's Camacho Otani, gambler, has bet against his team in Game 5. That's what the game's going to look like. To be an upset. The Phillies shocked. The Mets shocked the Phillies, and now the Padres shocked the Mets. This is what October is about. That's what we need to happen. The Tigers upset the Astros. I can't believe I'm praising Aaron Boone, but Aaron Boone has done an amazing job with the bullpen. He's made the right calls. Tommy Canley, he stuck with Weaver. He was confident in Clay Holmes. I can't believe it, but usually I'm completely hardcore against Aaron Boone, but he did a great job with the bullpen. He made the right selections out of the bullpen, and that's made the difference in this game and in game one. Well, Cole should have lasted through the rest of the inning in game one, but today, um, Clay Holmes in that situation was pretty ballsy. Clay Holmes is now mentally he's no longer mentally shot. He's got his confidence back. We need every guy to deliver, and Clay Holmes is turned back into his killer self. That all-star Clay Holmes that we know that he's capable of being. Tommy Canley, sub-ERA shutout reliever. Ian Hamilton, even when he's injured, even when he hasn't been pitching every game, Ian Hamilton is there for the Yankees. The Yankee bullpen is the best. During the early start of the season, when everybody's healthy out of that bullpen, this is the best bullpen in baseball. These guys will shut you down, and they're killers, and they throw strikes, and they are play nasty. That's how it should be. Grinding out with the bullpen. Our guys who try to get home runs. The timely hitting has not happened. I've seen lots of base runners, which I liked, but the runners in scoring position has been terrible. But the Royals have been hot garbage. Their pitching has not been attacking the zone. They have terrible command. The Yankees pitching is better than the Royal pitching so far this playoffs. Go Padres. I'll be waiting for the Dodgers to make the World Series next year. Don't get me wrong, okay? I'm hoping for Yankees Dodgers next year, but this year it's the Padres. Yeah, I'm with you, Tyson. Both of our games, we won by 1 run. And the bullpen was clutch. With Garrett Cole on the mound, Garrett Cole doesn't allow a 2-run home run as he did in game 1. The Yankees can win that game by 1+ runs. If Greg Jorginho, even if it's not a home run, even if he gets a sacrifice, even if he hits a double or something, Jorginho do something, give Garrett Cole the cushion. Yeah, it is again. I made that change to the Padres. It was a very timely change, granted towards the last second, but I look at the Padres, they have 93 wins. They have a lot of former Yankees. It's just something that you cannot ignore. Who would have thought the Nationals would have won the World Series the first year after Bryce Harper left, right? You know what I mean? Some unpredictable outcomes can happen in baseball. The Atlanta Braves, they were hurt, barely qualifying for the playoffs, get kind of funky, win the World Series in 2021. So Padres got rid of Bob Melvin. They've retooled the roster, and they found a winning combination. I can't ignore the death of the Padres owner. He died last November. This will be a special season in that the Padres will go deep into the playoffs. This would be an ultimate curveball. They can sit here and say, hey, we're not rigging it for the Yankees and the Dodgers. Oh, they pull that crap off next year. I think Dave Roberts, if he's going to come back, it all depends on, do the Dodgers get blown out, or do they lose in tight fashion? Who does Dave Roberts say is going to be the starter in Game 5? Otani Roberts is playing games. So he wants to keep the Padres guessing Flaherty, Yamamoto, or a bullpen game. I think if the Dodgers play a bullpen game, they're going to lose. They already had, 6 or 7 pitchers? I think you got to go with Yamamoto. I think they go Yamamoto. I'll close this at the hour mark. If I was Dave Roberts, I'd go with Yamamoto. Give him that Game 5 do or die experience. He succeeds or he fails, and you give him that experience to build upon for the next season. I don't think after using your bullpen today, you want this to go to a bullpen game. We'll find out if it is going to come down to the bullpen game or if it's going to come down to Yamamoto. Yu Darvish and Yamamoto, Japan is watching that game intently on Friday. in all Japanese matchup. Couldn't script it any better. The Padres knew they were losing the game. They didn't even try because people in Japan are watching Yamamoto. Well, he's not the starter yet, but they're going to certainly watch Yu Darvish on Friday. Senga was a five-time Japanese series winner. I wonder how many Japanese series Yamamoto won. Who's the greatest Japanese pitcher ever? But Yu Darvish is a top-notch pitcher. I would ignore Yu Darvish. He may just steal the show on Friday.